What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 3 of the Random Things podcast. I got the same crew here with me, minus Jack, who's off seeing some fucking country artist or something, but I don't know. He was talking about I stopped listening the second he said he was going to a country concert. So
you'd think by episode 3 you'd have some more exciting guests than us.
Why? You guys are the most exciting guests. You have great takes. You're funny. You make me laugh. That's all I want on this podcast.
Yeah, and the 3 people that listen to it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that was 4. All
right. How you guys doing? Good week for you so far?
Oh
no.
Yeah, man.
No, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. I have a 5-day work week instead of 3-day work week. So
whoa.
Oh, that's sad.
How'd that
Hey, I got 10 days off, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, he's living the life over there.
I had to take my kid to work next week, one of the days, so that's going to be interesting.
Have to, or is it like a bring your kid to work day?
So my daughter, she gets Wednesday off, and I have like 1 vacation day left this year. I've used up all of my vacation, which never happens. And I'm saving it for an emergency. So rather than waste a half day, like staying home on Wednesday with her, because I'm definitely coming home early, I am going to take her to work and make her sit in my cube and play the Switch or something. So,
really?
Yeah. That's what I'm going to. She's going to have an iPad, Switch. She's going to have a bunch of treats and shit. She's going to be having the best fucking day. Yeah, just sitting there right behind me while I'm doing something else. I'm not going to sneak her past security. She's coming in. I'll be like, this is my daughter. She's here with me for work today. Deal with it. So, anyways, we talk about a lot of important things on this podcast, but nothing more important than the topic we're about to talk about for the Off the Top today. And the Off the Top is this. Does cat dog piss and shit out of each other's mouths? Because I was watching an episode of it the other day with my kids, and I don't see a butthole.
There is
on
one
this design, or a dick in the middle. Like maybe is it in the middle?
No, it doesn't exist.
No,
like a caterpillar or a dragonfly.
You know, like if you like hold a fart in for too long, like your body reabsorbs it.
Yeah,
I feel like that's how it works.
So
do they eat?
They eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of them shits out of their mouth and one of them pisses out of their mouth.
Well, which one's which? and obviously the shit is so much worse. So who gets that?
Hold on.
The cat shits because it's little nuggets.
Yeah. So you have a dog. Have you ever had cats?
No,
Yeah.
I'm allergic. I hate cats.
Okay. They both of them just fucking throw up all the time. So that's all that happens is they just throw up. That's it.
So they throw up all their food. They binge and purge.
Yeah, because the rule of a cat is it sees its food and it thinks, do I eat so fast that I'm going to throw up, or do I eat so much that I'm going to throw up? And those are the 2 options, and that's just every fucking day. And then it finds that vomit and it eats it again and throws it back up.
Well,
It's an endless cycle.
Animals are so gross.
It's fucking free food.
They can be.
Oh man, yeah. So that was that's the Off the Top there. Cat Dog's a weird show too, man. Like it's like Ren and Stimpy, like light in a way. Like the characters have like those annoying voices and they do weird things, and there's weird designs of buildings and weird social structures, and I don't know. It was weird, and I definitely remember watching it as a kid, but
it was awesome as a kid.
I felt with my daughter watching it the other day, I was like, am I making her more dumb by allowing her to watch a show like this? Because it was really dumb. So.
Well, you watched Ren and Stimpy. Do you feel more dumb having watched Ren and Stimpy? Do you think it lowered your IQ?
I don't think it helped.
I don't think it hurt. You know, there was a lot of like.
I mean, I guess it taught me not to piss on the electric fence.
Right. Taught me not to saw wood in someone's ass. So.
That was so fucking like inappropriate, that show. What channel was it on?
Nickelodeon.
Ren and Stimpy? Originally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a late night show with Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
that's crazy. That should have definitely been like an MTV or like a VH1 show.
Well, back then MTV was busy actually doing what they were fucking supposed to be doing and playing music videos.
That's true. That's
Good
true.
old TRL.
Whoa.
Oh man. All right. Well, that's good for the off the top. No, you guys have pretty much so they puke. You think these
Yeah,
guys puke?
they just puke everything up.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Good. It was worth designing the graphic for it anyway.
Yeah, I was going to ask how long did it take you to design that one?
Not long.
You throw it into PowerPoint and just search in clip art, poop.
That's exactly what I did. I just deleted the background on poop and piss and cat dog and then just mix and match. So.
Nice.
But all right, we'll go to this topic here for our first real topic of the thing. And this is submitted by Dan Bagarella. Name an actor who ruins every movie they are in. So Dan came up with this the other day and he said he has a good one. So since it is his topic, Dan, do you want to go first or last?
Sure. I'll go first.
Okay.
I actually have two. One tends to be a main character. The other one is always a tertiary character. And I'll start with the tertiary character because he just pisses me the fuck off. And that's Greg Grunberg.
Greg from Heroes?
Yes.
Okay.
If you look back, like I swear, I think he's like best friends with J.J. Abrams.
He is
because
That's why he's
JJ
in all J.J.
fucking
Abrams
puts
stuff.
him in everything, and I cannot stand him. He's a terrible actor. And I mean, whoever's idea it was to pile him into a fucking X-wing in one of the newer Star Wars movies.
He's in both J.J. Abrams ones.
Yeah,
he
just doesn't.
He
He
disappears from Ryan Johnson's and then comes back for the third movie.
Yep, he's like, "Oh, I'm back. I'm Greg Grunberg, everybody." Now, on the flip side, Greg Grunberg has a brother who is in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. If you saw That's My Boy, you know Tubby Took, the fat guy that runs the marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Greg Grunberg's brother.
Really?
He's also the fat guy that's trapped in the building, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Same guy.
I don't remember this at all.
You haven't watched enough Adam Sandler movies. Segue. The other guy is fucking Kevin James.
Kevin James ruins everything he's in?
Everything
I just don't
he's
think
in.
you like these guys.
Everything. Give me a good movie that Kevin James is in.
Here comes the boom.
I think you just hate fat people.
No, because in Here Comes the Boom, Kevin James is actually is pretty built in that one.
You don't like
Yeah,
the King of Queens?
This was specifically actors who ruin movies.
Okay.
Danny, I'm not saying anything, but they kind of look like you.
I lost weight, okay?
You know what?
Especially Grunberg.
I'll tell you what started this off was Dan did what celebrity do I look like? And he rolled it twice and he got Kevin James and he got Greg Grunberg.
Yeah.
And he was like,
And I
fuck
was
them.
fuck.
Yeah.
I hate both of them.
That's
No, but
pretty
those are my
funny.
two. I just feel like Kevin James just keeps getting parts in Adam Sandler movies in like you could totally put somebody so much better that
It was
would
supposed to
actually
be
add
Chris
something.
Farley. That's why.
Yeah, that's that whole Adam, like in that song that Adam Sandler has, the Chris Farley song that he sings when he plays live and stuff. He says like if he were still alive, he'd be in like Grown Ups 3 or whatever. And really what that is saying is you would have been Kevin James' role.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, Kevin James, he doesn't piss me off. I liked it. I liked King of Queens, so I kind of like.
I mean,
but
he
I
doesn't-
agree. I don't think the movies he has done are particularly good.
He doesn't piss me off. I just feel like the movies that he's in, the parts that he has, like somebody could have done so much better than him.
No.
Yeah.
All right, Duggan, who you got?
Mine. So I don't really have a problem with too many actors, but I was trying to think of people that kind of piss me off when I see them on screen. And I did a male and a female. The female was Amy Schumer, and you can't fucking stand her. She is horrible. Anytime the brief things she's done, I just want to punch my TV. And for the male this is like a random. He's like not really an actor, but he is. Steven Seagal. That guy fucking blows.
I disagree with
I
him.
cannot stand him so much with like a passion. Him and his fake ass fucking ponytail.
That's 2 weeks in a row with Steven Seagal coming up.
Steven Seagal's gonna sue us, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna kick your ass, Duggan.
He's gonna wave his
he's
hands at
gonna
you, and you're gonna
try.
drop.
Oh, roundhouse that ass.
Steven Seagal, he's definitely not a good actor. He's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
But he's like one of those actors that's in so many like bad movies that I love that it's like I give him a pass because I'm like, well, every once in a while I gotta turn on Hard to Kill. Like,
Yeah.
and just watch that montage where he's just fucking punching the wooden board and
Yep, exactly.
sticking incense into his arm and lighting it on fire. Like
Yep.
it's so bad. It's
Oh.
so bad. But Amy Schumer, she is pretty annoying when she pops up in movies. I don't know how she like. I thought Trainwreck was pretty funny, but not necessarily that she was funny in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like John Cena had me fucking dying laughing
He is absolutely hilarious.
in Trainwreck, and Bill Hader too. But like,
Yeah.
But yeah, she's one of those people she's not in that much that it's like annoying that like I have to worry
Right.
about seeing her too much. But I agree. Like
Yeah.
I think if you can't really act as a comedian, you shouldn't be the lead of a movie.
Exactly.
But Jonald,
I absolutely hate Dane Cook. I think he's awful. There's nothing he's ever done that's been good. Right?
I like Employee of the Month.
did you really like Employee of the Month though, or at the time you're like,
No, I still like it.
I liked Harlan
when's the last time you
Williams.
saw it?
A year or so ago.
Really?
Wow.
Gross.
Every time it pops up on some streaming thing, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. and I enjoy it. And I quote it quite often. I mean, who doesn't just randomly yell out, "This is an '81 Honda, how dare you?"
But again, it's not Dane Cook that says that. It's Dane Cook like quite literally brings that entire movie into the shithole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is it Dax Shepard is the other guy, right?
Yeah.
Jack
Yeah.
Shepard, yeah.
So
you
if
got a
if it were-
solid supporting cast with that
it
too.
were Dax Shepard and then somebody else who was coming in, like Dax Shepard should have been the Dane Cook role.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go with it. I'd roll with that.
But
Honorable mention is Goldie Hawn. I think Goldie Hawn's terrible.
Yeah.
Goldie Hawn,
She's never been in a good movie. Not ever.
that's not true.
Name one.
One good Goldie Hawn movie.
If you say
okay.
Overboard, you're full of shit.
I like Overboard, but no,
You're bullshit.
I was gonna say she's great in Troop Beverly Hills,
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one I was
and
thinking.
she's good in
Fuck out of here.
Death Becomes Her. That one's great. With
No.
Meryl Streep.
I don't like her either.
Oh,
Like
not the
Meryl Streep.
sleeper.
John's the
Goldie
only person
Hawn's-
on the face of the planet that doesn't like Meryl Streep.
She does the movie House Sitter with Steve Martin. I love her
Yeah.
in that one too. One of the old, and this is Duggan and Dan will appreciate this. One of the old teachers at the high school, not when we were there, a couple years before. He was in. My sister told me this. He was in the movie House Sitter with Goldie. There's like a big party they have in the movie, and he's standing there right to the side of Steve Martin, and he was just like just an extra
Oh,
in
wow.
this, like randomly in this movie. And he used to tell, like, my sisters had him, and they're like, oh yeah, that's Mr. Blah blah blah. He's in the fucking movie right there. And
That's so funny.
I have no context to even tell you who the teacher was or what's like. I couldn't pick him out, but
Oh my god.
Goldie Hawn's a random one.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say, man. Like, I had to go ahead and dig deep into the vault for that one. I was like, I absolutely hate her.
Real
I-
rug puncher.
I have one for sure. I probably could think of a woman actress, but this actor that I have that I absolutely fucking hate. Every time he's in anything, I'm like, I fucking hate this dude, and that is Taylor Kitsch.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so fucking bad. He is
Mhm.
such a bad actor. He doesn't do like every one of his movies. He's just the same dude. Like he's just like the surfer bro who like works out.
No, not in Battleship.
There he is. Yes, he is. That's literally his role.
That's-
in
It's
the
like when
movie.
they're
Terrible
casting,
movie.
they're like, we want a dude. And they're like, well, let's see if Taylor Kitsch is available.
always just
Like, oh, yeah, totally. Him.
oh god, he's
Oh,
so. I
man.
forgot he was in Battleship, and you know what? That movie was so bad that I erased it from my mind. But I fucking hate Taylor Kitsch, so that should have stayed in my mind that I hated that guy.
Yeah.
But
Let's say, hold on. I want to.
I like Savages. That movie was pretty good.
There's a movie that he was in that I could.
Savages was good.
Good movie.
He's in
Savages was really good.
He's in the movie. I don't know what that is, but he's in the movie with Mark Wahlberg, Lone Survivor, and he's like one of the first ones in the battalion to die. And I was like, yes. But then I was like, fuck, I still have Mark Wahlberg because I hate Mark Wahlberg too. But like,
actually, you know what? He is in Waco. He's David Koresh.
Yeah.
He's not bad as David Koresh in Waco.
Yeah.
But that is not a movie. That's a TV miniseries.
And I guess he's in Friday Night Lights and people like that show too. But like, was he in the movie or the show Friday Night Lights? He was just in the show, right?
The show.
Okay.
The Terminal List was good too. With
I fucking hate that movie. I hate that show.
Really? Oh wow, I thought that was good.
That's like a murder's row of bad actors in that movie.
Oh man.
It's like he played Gambit. He played Gambit in X-Men Origins.
Wolverine.
That was
Just
the one
terrible.
time I wish they had Gambit like keep going.
As him?
Yeah, I liked him as Gambit, that character.
Supposedly, Channing Tatum is going to have because he was going to do a movie as Gambit.
Dancing around?
Supposedly
throwing cards at people?
He's going to be in Deadpool 3 as Gambit.
No.
Get out of here. Really?
I heard a rumor that he's good friends with Ryan Reynolds, and that like since they're doing like all this like they're basically closing out the Fox universe completely in Deadpool 3. So like anybody who was ever cast in anything Fox related is getting a cameo in Deadpool 3.
Holy
like
shit.
Ben Affleck's gonna be there as fucking Daredevil. What's her face gonna be there?
And is
Jennifer Garner.
Yeah. So like all these people are gonna be in that. But yeah, Taylor Kitsch, I think he fucking sucks. And then just because I don't like to look at her, and she's not in much, but Shelley Duvall is like just about.
Oh my god.
I mean, I like The Shining well and good, but like just looking at Shelley Duvall on screen, I'm just like, yuck.
Oh, you want to talk? You want to talk? Yuck, Maggie Gyllenhaal. Her face.
Yeah, dude,
yeah.
she's like a dog face, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like I love Jake Gyllenhaal. He's great, and it's like you can't.
Are they twins? Are they twins?
Twins?
Because if they're twins, I'll be like, Jake Gyllenhaal took all the talent,
all of it.
Yeah, he was absorbing her in the womb and then stopped.
It's like, oh, I'm Jake. Hi, I'm Jake. Yeah, this is my sister. Gross.
Yeah.
Ew.
That'd be such a funny Family Guy cut off.
Sorry, Poor Maggie Gyllenhaal. I'm sorry.
I actually refer to her when I see her as Puddle of Yuck.
I mean, how do you go? I mean, even go back to I've seen her obviously Donnie Darko, whatever. She's fine in that. She's in it so infrequently, but like, how do you go from Katie Holmes to Maggie Gyllenhaal?
And then it's just like there's nothing.
Am I supposed to feel bad that she dies? I'm glad she's dead. She's way uglier than she was in the last movie.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I mean, those 2 years in Gotham City must have been really tough.
I mean, they should have cast her as Two-Face.
Jesus Christ.
Look.
Brutal.
Yeah, her face looks like she's having a stroke.
Oh, God. Poor Maggie Gyllenhaal. I really hope somebody forwards her this someday. Just like destroys, deflates her. She's having like a great day, and then she's just like, fuck these assholes.
Fuck these nobodies. Who are they?
Fucking
Her
shit
face
about
looks
me.
like he let the air out of a balloon.
So what if I globbed onto my brother's success and rode his coattails and everything? You know who else did that I don't hate? Joan Cusack.
I was going to bring her up.
Joan Cusack did that, but I like Joan Cusack, and maybe it's just because she does the voice of what's her face with Toy Story, but Jessie. But like, I don't know, she won me over, and then she was good in that show with the Gross family from Chicago. Why can't I think of the name?
Shameless.
Yep. So
she's great. She is great in that.
Yeah, she was really good. But yeah, those are Shelley Duvall and ugly ass Maggie Gyllenhaal.
It's not even people who ruin movies because of bad acting. It's people whose faces we just don't want to look at.
See?
Oh my god!
You're off the screen. It's like when my kids watch something scary and they cover their eyes. I'll be like, "Oh, she's on the screen. Tell me what she's on."
Oh man.
God.
Oh, that's good stuff.
And after this tirade in episode 3, Random Things podcast got canceled.
Cease and desist order from Maggie Gyllenhaal, Taylor Kitsch, Goldie Hawn. She's like, what the fuck?
Meryl Streep is like, they just mentioned me for a second. Whatever, I don't care.
She's the usual thing. She's never the front and center, but she's always in the wings.
I love Meryl Streep. I thought she was great in
the fuck was that?
I don't know, but I thought she was great in what's it called? Only Murders in the Building this season. So
oh yeah.
She was awesome. But all right, let's move on to the next topic. So the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been the greatest thing that ever happened to movie theaters for the last 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever.
20 years, yeah.
And they've been a cash cow. They've had tons of success, very few failures. But these last couple phases, phase 4, phase 5 now, have delivered a lot of shit onto the masses. And there was an article that just came out that referenced the writer for the upcoming Avengers Kang Dynasty movie has been let go. And then just yesterday, the director who said he's no longer directing the movie. So my question is, has he been canceled? So John, you gotta have to move your camera a little bit. Slide the other way.
Canceled in what way? Are we talking?
So
Majors?
Jonathan Majors obviously has some legal troubles right now that he's trying to work his way through.
I think that was all right, though. I know he had troubles, but I think they were fine with him playing that role, right?
Everything he filmed before his legal troubles. He hasn't filmed a stitch of new things since then.
Oh, wow.
And they, like I said, they just moved the director. They just lost the writer, and it seems like Marvel might be gearing up to kind of not do the Kang movie. And if you've watched Loki season 2, spoilers, if anybody hasn't seen it, I apologize, but it kind of leaves it in a way where it does wrap up Kang and you don't have to go back to him if you don't want to.
Yep.
So
they definitely left it open to be like, you know what? No, we're not doing Kang.
Right.
Yeah, that door could swing both ways on that because of the fact of how they ended off in the finale.
Which is, smart if they do decide to continue with it. But if they don't move forward with Kang,
they're fucked.
What the fuck was the point of this multiverse saga that they did for these last 2 seasons? Like, you can't just put a late minute bad guy in there and have him be the bad guy that this belt was building to, because there was no groundwork for any of that shit. So what the fuck?
They didn't have a choice because of his legal battles. That's why they left the door open.
Well, there's that potential, but you have on the opposite side the classic villain just waiting there.
Dr. Doom?
No, Loki.
But Dr.
Doom's the shit.
He got his redemption arc, though.
He has his redemption arc, and that is just one variant. There's another variant in Sylvie, but how many other variants of Loki has there been? And they put that in the very first season where they basically went through. There was the bicycle Loki, the crocodile Loki, kid Loki, old man Loki. I mean, there's so many where you could actually bring it back and then continue to have that multiverse with random Lokis just doing shit, because at the end of the day, even though this specific Loki has his redemption, he is still the god of mischief.
But I understand what you're saying with that, but at the same time, like when you're watching that final episode of Loki season 2, right? He goes ahead and they're specifically hunting down variants of Kang. That's all they're doing. Like, Loki's not even factoring into it at this point, right? So that's all that they're doing at the end of this. So my thing would be is that it's no longer hey, Loki is a variant that causes an issue with the sacred timeline. It's more of a that you got to make sure that they're reining in the different Kang variants that are out there, the Victor Timeleys or whatever it might be, so that way it doesn't cause the multiversal war that was supposedly, quote unquote, going to happen, but is now not going to happen at all, apparently.
Yeah, but even at the end of the day, do you think fans would be happy that Loki is your focus again for a bad
Not even
guy?
a little bit.
No.
No, not even a little bit. It's ridiculous. You know?
I mean, what choice do they really have right now if they end up being fucked? I mean, they could just walk the path of what they're doing right now, and everything will be okay. Because I heard a couple of things that with the Deadpool 3, they are gonna try to entertain the idea of the multiverse with like Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland, and try to go that route. So then they also, on the same spectrum, have the same capability in theory to bring back Iron Man, bring back Captain America, even though they're not. I don't know if they're gonna or not because of Don Cheadle's being Captain America now and whatnot. So
He's Iron Patriot.
The same difference. And, I don't know. I feel like if they move away from Kang, fine. But like, you better have like something worthwhile to wrap up these last two phases, because it just doesn't. It seems to me that after Endgame, and they had Far From Home right after that, closed out phase 3.
yeah,
They should have really streamlined bringing in X-Men and bringing in Fantastic
Absolutely.
Four. Because
Yeah.
I feel like these last two phases, if they focused on those characters, you could have pulled a villain like a Doctor Doom or an X-Men villain into the forefront to make this build-up worthwhile to bring the Avengers back in,
right.
They didn't do that, though. They went with it. There's a couple. I mean, I like Shang-Chi, but Eternals wasn't good.
No.
And like Captain Marvel in the theaters right now is like, it's going to be a box office bomb. It's okay with the fans, but like, I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know what they were thinking with this multiverse saga. I mean, none of them really tie in. The only ones that really did was Loki tied into Ant-Man, right? Because of Kang.
Yep.
But then Loki ties right back. Then that ties right back into itself, and they've already buttoned it up. So Loki, Ant-Man, Loki 2. You don't have to see Kang ever again if you don't want, right? It's already closed that.
Right.
You had fucking No Way Home, which did like split some multiverse shit too, which led into Doctor Strange 2, but he buttoned that up too. So it's like,
I know who the perfect villain is going to be going forward.
Dormammu.
Pizza Papa.
Did you say Pizza Papa?
I said Pizza Papa. He always gets paid.
He always gets paid. I mean, my thoughts on this is that like they haven't had any decent, like haven't really had a really decent movie. I know they've had success box office wise, but the decent movie that they've had last was Shang-Chi, right? I mean, I don't
Guardians 3, but that closed out a fucking franchise.
Again, it closes out things, but I'm talking things that are left open, right? I mean, Thor Ragnarok, awful, right?
I love Thor Ragnarok. You're talking about Love and Thunder.
I love Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, I didn't like Ragnarok
Love
either.
And Thunder, or you talking 2 or 3? Sorry,
I personally don't like Love and Thunder or Ragnarok. I think that they were both lackluster overall. I know their successes, right? But the lackluster, and Love and Thunder really screws the pooch on a fantastic storyline. It really fucks it over. Right? It's just terrible, But that being said, I don't see them being able to recover from this particular problem that they have without going ahead and just like literally branching off and being like, hey, we're just going to ignore all the stuff that we've done in this last phase, and we're just going to be like, hey, there's the X-Men, there's the Fantastic Four, and then roll with that from there and say bring out a Dr. Doom or Galactus or something like that.
There's only 2 more movies in Phase 5. 2 more movies. It's Deadpool 3, which is next year or 2025. I think it's
something like that.
Whatever. And then Captain America 4, which is obviously that's it. And then it jumps into Phase 6, where it's going to have the new Avengers movies. It's going to have Fantastic Four. It's going to have the Thunderbolts, which is like the kind of like the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Secret Wars and shit.
Secret Wars. That.
Pedro Pascal, by the way, for Reed Richards.
I saw that.
Confirmed.
I saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
Has it been confirmed?
He's in everything.
It's on IMDb and everything.
Yeah, he's there's been more reporting on it today. I love Pedro Pascal. I would cast him in anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think he does a great job in the things that he's in. So I'm definitely interested in seeing it. I'm curious who they're going to cast as Sue, Johnny, and Ben.
They I saw
Sue is Kirby, something Kirby.
What about
Jessica
John
Kirby.
Krasinski? I thought he was gonna be fucking Reed.
He was like they brought him into that movie for into Multiverse of Madness because like the fans wanted him there, and I would have been totally fine if that's who they cast too. But apparently he doesn't. I don't know if he actually wants to be in a superhero movie more than just a cameo. So
Vanessa Kirby.
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's who Sue is.
She's the chick that's been in like Mission Impossible and
I love her.
Other things.
Hobbs and
The
Shaw.
Crown.
Yeah.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
She's Napoleon. I think she's Napoleon's wife, isn't she, in the new
Yep.
movie? Maybe not. Maybe I made that up. But yeah, that's cool. And then I heard Javier Bardem might be who they go for Doom.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
I'd be all about that. I think he's fantastic.
Right. And he's like in Doom supposed I mean, I guess you make Latvia like a Spanish speaking nation, but that's who gives a fuck. That's like
Yeah, who cares?
I'm totally fine with that. He's a big ass dude too. He's fucking threatening. So,
Did you know that Vanessa Kirby is our age?
really?
Yep.
You know that you're younger than us, right?
Only by like a couple months though.
She's
Duggan-
35.
Oh. 35?
Yeah.
She seems way younger than that.
She was born in 88.
Oh shit.
Wow.
If she wasn't Napoleon.
Did she only like got on the screen recently, right? For
Right.
As far as I know.
Like,
there's
Mission
not a
Impossible.
ton on IMDb for her.
That's interesting. Yeah, she's pretty good. She works off of Pedro Pascal pretty good.
Yeah.
Who'd you say was cast as Johnny Storm?
Nobody yet.
Oh.
Zac Efron.
It's
That's
so
what I
funny
want.
that you'd say that because in my
That's
head
what I
I was
want.
like, because you got to go with somebody like young and like hotshot, right?
Yeah.
That dude from The Bear, Ebon Moss.
Oh my.
Is that the main character?
That
Who's
he's gonna be Johnny.
Is that the main character from The Bear?
He's the cousin of the main character. He's like the funny one.
Oh,
Cousin?
the tall, skinny guy.
Cousin. No, he's too old.
He
He's
was
too old to be Johnny Storm. Sorry.
He was just casted something.
I mean, he was 46, but
I just heard him. I heard a rumor of him being casted something. I can't remember what it is now. But, anyways, I don't know. For me, like MCU was so like dependable, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems. I know that like trying to connect the TV shows and stuff kind of fucked with it too because it became like too diluted, you know. But I don't know. I really don't know what the only way they could do it is I think bump up the Fantastic Four, get it out there at the tail end of Phase 5, so that way Phase 6 feels more seamless if Doom becomes your big bad.
And maybe they will.
And make sure you never make another She-Hulk show again. Terrible.
I like the first few episodes of She-Hulk, and the Daredevil one was okay too, but overall it was a bit of a miss.
Yeah.
So, I did like Miss Marvel though. I thought that show was great. I had a lot of fun with that show.
yeah.
Not bad.
Okay. All right. Good. I'm glad we solved the problem with Marvel.
Yeah.
So,
I can't wait for Blade.
yeah, that one's got problems too. They're having issues with writing and directing, but they did just say they're officially making a rated R movie, which I think is smart. So
Fuck yeah.
I just don't see how you make that movie and not make it rated R.
I know.
Oh, it has to be, yeah.
They got a great actor too with Mahershala Ali. He's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right. So next up, we're gonna do some Thanksgiving topics because next week is Thanksgiving.
Whoa.
First one we're gonna do is
Oh.
best/worst Thanksgiving foods. So, Jonald, I'm gonna go to you first.
Worst, peas.
Just peas.
Just peas. They're fucking gross.
Peas
Like,
are
anybody who
always bad.
peas is like my in-laws love peas. They make a huge like steaming gravy boat dish of peas. And I'm like, nobody eats them. It's like the candy corn of Thanksgiving. It's disgusting.
Now I want some mashed peas.
Best food, mashed potatoes, hands down. Mashed potatoes when they're thoroughly whipped and salted and peppered, top notch across the board.
Salted and peppered.
Yep, those are good. Dan.
I like food.
That a boy, Danny.
Yeah.
This is why we
I don't know.
bring you.
I mean, I make a bomb ass turkey, so I like my turkey. I like my turkey, but you got to have everything that goes with it.
Mhm.
And I think Duffy, I've told you this. We do Thanksgiving with my wife's family, and they are Irish. They're ghosts, and everything has fucking potatoes in it. Everything has fucking potatoes in it.
Goddamn right.
Even the stuffing has fucking potatoes in it. There's potatoes
Delightful.
everywhere, and everything is just beige. Like the color that you get,
That's the Thanksgiving
is from
tone. Beige and orange.
yeah. But they don't do like sweet potato pie or like butternut squash. The orange comes from sliced carrots, hand sliced carrots.
Hell yeah.
And corn. Those are the vegetables.
Fuck yeah.
So what is it that you hate? What's your hate food?
I can't think of anything. I don't hate food.
Wow.
There's not one thing you hate at Thanksgiving. You're like, I don't want that. I want.
You know what my parents used to do? They used to fucking roast chestnuts in the oven. And they would smell good, but have you ever eaten a roasted chestnut?
I have
No.
The texture of it. I know we're talking like texture of coconut.
Yeah.
It's similar, but somehow like more wet.
Yeah.
It's just a nasty texture, and it doesn't have a good taste.
Yeah.
So I would say roasted chestnuts is the worst Thanksgiving food.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. Duggan, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm on the same boat as Danny. I really don't hate any food. It was hard for me to think of something, but I guess if there was something on the table that I'm not really a fan of, it's creamed corn. Just don't like that texture-wise. Not a fan. It's like applesauce and corn. Not a fan. Best food I would probably say is candied carrots, or my mom, she makes this pineapple stuffing. This shit is
Pineapple
fucking,
stuffing.
yeah.
That
Does
sounds
she make
awesome.
it with cornbread?
Yes, she does, sir.
Oh, now I want that. I want that
yeah,
stuff.
That shit is fire.
That sounds
yeah,
awesome.
Those are my two favorite things.
Hey,
That
block
sounds-
some of that up and mail it to me, Duggan.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
That sounds amazing. Oh my god. I'll go worst first. I hate fucking candied yams.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Marshmallow doesn't belong anywhere near my like savory fucking palette of food. It doesn't.
So
And,
is candied yams and sweet potato pie like the same shit?
probably.
Yeah, more or less.
It's just mashed sweet potatoes with marshmallows on top?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I know you said you like it. I do not at all.
I tried it last year and nobody else fucking ate it.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never had it. I'm gonna make it.
One
And
scoop.
everybody was like, what the fuck is that?
Did you like it?
It was fine.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's just not. I don't know, man. I can't do it. I don't love sweet potatoes in general. Like my wife will get
Yeah.
like sweet potato fries, and I'm a savory guy.
Yep.
If I want something sweet, I'll have a fucking dessert. And then my favorite dish is my family makes a sausage stuffing that's fucking mwah! It's so good.
Delightful.
I literally go back for like thirds on the stuffing and just like devour it. But
That sounds so good.
I like everything. I like everything on the table at Thanksgiving. Really.
Yep.
It's really a tough question for you to say, like, what's the best and what's the worst. You're just like, ugh.
You know what? Here's the deal. I hate when people, they go and they fucking separate everything on that plate and they eat a little bit of here, eat a little bit there. I load my plate so it's a goddamn mound and I just shovel it into my mouth as fast as I can. So I just go to a straight coma in like 12 minutes from all the fucking shit, the what's that shit in turkey? I can never remember.
Tryptophan, but it has nothing to do with like the 3 bowls you smoked before Thanksgiving dinner.
Or the glucose stuff
no.
that you have. I'm trying to digest that.
No, it's smoking all day.
I love you can get it you can probably get it any time of the year, but honestly, leading around this time, I love a Thanksgiving sub. Like you just
Hell
get
yeah.
like the fucking like anywhere that's serving a Thanksgiving sub, all mixed in with cranberry sauce, all of it. Like
Yes.
I'm gonna house that sub.
Mm-hmm.
I go out of my way to order from Stouffer's the New England stuffing, which has the cranberries put in it. It's impossible to find in stores, so I order it directly from their website.
Did you get it this year?
Yeah.
How far in advance did you have to order it?
I ordered it 6 months ago.
When nobody else was thinking about it, John said, "I need that stuffing."
Well, I've seen him go store to store at work, like looking for the fucking stuffing. He's like, they don't have the stuffing.
Yeah.
He was losing his mind a couple of years ago. So
Yeah. But then Ethan was talking about doing stuffing waffles, like like putting your stuffing in a waffle maker and a waffle iron, and going ahead and making like your stack on top of that.
Yeah,
right. Because that's what he does with his family. Wow. And I was like, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What's his end game with it? To make like a waffle sandwich with stuffing?
No, you make your turkey dinner sandwich, but the bread is stuffing waffles. Yeah.
Waffle sandwich.
That's what I'm asking. Is that what he's trying to make? Or
He was just talking about putting it right on top of one after another, and then you eat it like that, like it's like whipped cream, like strawberries, whatever on top of it, right? But like you go and make a sandwich out of it. What if you put on your waffles? How much
bell seasoning goes inside?
We're going right there.
That's too much.
Wait, do you think he's eating it as a breakfast food?
I don't know.
I don't think he is.
He's taking the waffles,
stuffing waffles,
all over
a little bit of maple syrup.
I think he was trying to make some kind of a dinner dish with just a waffle pattern.
I'm like, listen, I don't know, but it sounded good.
Oh my god, he was definitely not having that for breakfast, John.
You had me with the turkey sandwich, though. I'll fuck that up.
Oh, for sure.
An open-faced turkey sandwich. Do you ever have one of those?
Open faces are for people that can't bite a real fucking sandwich.
Can't bite a sandwich? People have problems biting sandwiches?
Yes, I don't. I have a huge mouth.
We can't see it because you're in the dark.
I know.
It's all mouth. He's just a mouth with sunglasses.
Hey, but those sunglasses do some cool things.
Yeah, man, they really are pretty sick. So let me ask something, Duggan. We'll get back to the Thanksgiving topics, but if those glasses die, I mean, do you charge them?
They have batteries.
Okay, if they die, are you going to go back to being Duggan in the light?
I can do whatever I need to do.
That's the cool stuff that those glasses do. So cool.
Duggan's hiding from somebody. He's like, I can't have people know that it's Mike Duggan that's on here. He's like, they can't. It's incredible. All right. Where do you guys, this is not one of the questions I wrote down, but where do you guys usually spend your Thanksgiving, like family-wise?
On the couch. It's hard because my parents are, have been divorced, so I have like multiple family everywhere. But actually this year, for the first time ever, I'm actually hosting. I'm actually cooking the fucking turkey. I'm making that pineapple stuffing that my mom makes. I'm also going to do the candied carrots and 2 versions of potatoes. One a creamy whipped mash, and then also a dry onion seasoned, chopped like a whole
roasted potato.
Yeah, roasted potato. And then I'm also doing a cranberry vinaigrette Brussels sprout.
Ooh, that sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
John, you guys are at your in-laws?
Yeah. I like to stay home whenever I can, so I'm more of a chew and screw type of person.
Hell
as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to cook at the house just in general. Like this year, like we're doing the same thing as Duggan. We're making all the things here, except for we go to Man's Apple Orchard in Methuen to get the pumpkin pies because nobody wants to make them. Yeah.
My mother-in-law does this thing every single year. Every single year. I'm not even shitting you. She'll take a photo of the pies that she bought at a store and say, the pies turned out great this year, and put it on Facebook. And she did it for years. And then one year my wife couldn't take it anymore. And she's like, stop lying to these people. You buy those pies. And like my mother-in-law was so mad at her. She was like, why would you do that? And she's like, I'm sick of the lies. You've never baked anything in your life. I'm like, don't.
She should have just taken a picture of the box in the trash. That would have been fucking hilarious.
Did you have your own box made, Marcia?
Yeah.
Dan, I know you say you go to your wife's.
Nope. They come here.
Oh, they go to you.
Yep, 10 feet right above me.
Nice.
That's where we'll be spending Thanksgiving.
Just like your final wrestling place.
Yep, where I do all the work. All the fucking work. You name
what's
it.
your favorite dish to cook?
I'm not making it. Except for the stuffing. That's a family recipe. I can't have that one.
The stuffing.
What do you mean? It's your family recipe or theirs?
Nope. Theirs.
And they won't let you have it?
There's fucking potatoes in it. No, they would let me have it. I just have too much shit to do, so my sister-in-law makes it. But I'll tell you, my mother-in-law does bring the canned Ocean Spray jellied cranberry sauce.
That's the only cranberry sauce that's acceptable.
I tried to make my own cranberry sauce a couple of years back. Fucking atrocious.
Well, you have the bog down over there. You just fish them out.
That was my parents' house, dude.
Yeah.
They don't even fucking live there. They haven't lived there in like 3 years. Yeah, you just walk down and go, excuse me, can I help you? Yeah, don't worry about it. I used to fucking live here. I'm just gonna go pick some cranberries.
Don't worry about it, lady.
Wait. Was there a legit cranberry bog in Woburn that I was unaware of?
Yeah.
Really?
All bogs.
Yeah.
Any bog in the Northern area can be a bit.
Like 25 feet from it. So we used to practice in the basement at my parents' house, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the backyard? Because it would go out about 20 feet, and there was a 7-foot retaining wall. And that retaining wall went right into an old Ocean Spray cranberry bog.
I just remember trees.
Yeah, there are trees out there, but there was a bog. The Abajona River ran right through the middle of it.
I guess I didn't know that Woburn had a cranberry bog. I obviously never went to it, but
and they had 2 libraries.
Well, Duggan, didn't you live on the other side of the bog?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I used to crank golf balls into your backyard.
Yeah, crank those right into the lake.
I will be spending. I always spend Thanksgiving with my wife's family. It's a long commute, 5 seconds across the street, and it's fine. I don't mind spending time with her family at all, but I do miss going to my family's dinners for Thanksgiving. It's been forever since we've done one, and we try to get down there for either dessert or like sometimes appetizers early in the day, but it's a big pain in the ass. So I'm not sure we're gonna make it down this year. And we're making. I think usually we do the mashed potatoes here, and by we do I mean I do, and then my wife will take credit for it. But last year I did buy a drill bit for my drill.
Yeah, there you go.
To like mix it up, like really get it like mashed up well, and it was so much easier. And my wife's like, "You're not using that thing again." I'm like, "Are you serious? I only bought it for this purpose. I'm definitely using it again." But,
amazing.
Mash them.
Yep.
Whip them up.
All right, let's move into our final Thanksgiving. Our last topic today, really. But this is things you are and aren't thankful for this year. So, Mike, why don't we start with you?
Let's see. I don't know, man. That's a good question. I don't know. I guess I'm thankful for obviously not being super sick like some people tend to be getting, with like COVID over the last few years. A lot of people have been really fucked up. But that's always a good thing. Let's see. Something I'm not grateful for. The fucking Patriots, man. That shit hurts. I at least have a contendable team. It's like football's my favorite sport, and watching them this year really hurts. So yeah, that hurts this year for sure.
Yeah, they're fucking terrible.
Yeah.
You know what though? You got the Bruins and the Celtics doing well though.
Right. So that's the only thing. Celtics are a force. If I have money, I would put that on them winning the championship this year. They have like 300 odds or something like that, so that's pretty good. I would definitely do that.
There you go. Dan?
I'm not thankful for my golf game.
Yeah.
But I will say I'm thankful for the fact that I watched 2 seconds of a Hank Haney video and I somehow fixed my slice with the driver. However, it completely fucked my swing up and now I can't hit my irons.
Oh no.
So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
How it works. When it's a weighted system. When one starts going up, the other just drops. So.
Dude, I was golfing with Diggle in that tournament thing and I cranked a 320-yard drive and we were like, what the fuck? Where did that come from?
Wow.
So
incredible.
That was cool, but I can't hit my my irons. Wedges are fine though. So I just need to drive it to like wedge distance from the green and then I can 5-putt and still get a double bogey.
Be one of those guys that plays all fucking hard. Just...
Gross.
It's tough. I have had over when we did the Jack Duffy over the summer, the beginning of the spring.
Yeah,
I played fucking awesome, and then I didn't really pick up clubs again until the Father's Day round, and I fucking sucked there. And then when I just played with you guys, like at the end of the season, I sucked worse than I've sucked in years.
Oh my god, that was.
I mean,
you were atrocious that day.
Couldn't do anything. Couldn't
Nope.
eat. I had no right being on that golf course.
Oh,
nope.
And but it's annoying because I literally started the year with the best fucking golf I've ever played in my life. Like broke 90, was shooting in the 80s, and then like I was like, that's it. It's all fucking gravy from here, and it just wasn't.
I mean, at least you played well when the money was on the line.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I always need to like be like gambling so that I fucking like overcome my demons. Oh man, Jonald, what are you? Or Dan, I'm sorry. What are you thankful for?
Oh, I'm thankful for a healthy family.
There you go.
We had some scares this year. I told you about my boy's seizure that scared the dickens out of me.
Oh,
yeah.
But apparently it was normal, terrifying for me, totally normal, and he's since then he's done fucking fantastic. So
good.
Hey, you know what? And 10 years of wedded bliss with my wife.
So there you go.
Cheers.
Sweet. Jonald.
I am thankful that I still have all my fingers and all my toes because I have come close to lopping off multiple of them at least at some point in my life. Yeah. And I guess what I'm not grateful for, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I got nothing that I'm not grateful for.
You're a pretty happy person. So.
It would be like, which is funny because a lot of people would sit there and who have known me in the past would say that I'm one of the most miserable fucking people they've ever met. But I'm overall just typically in a pretty solid mood.
Yeah. That's good. That's good, man. If you don't have something, that's fine. I mean,
you
failed the assignment, but that's cool.
Kevin, tell us yours.
I am thankful for the health of my kids, having a happy, healthy family, my wife being there for me, all that's, the stuff that you typically say when you're married and you have to, and you have kids and stuff. No.
Even though they're never going to fucking hear it.
No, I know. I love my wife. I love my kids. They're great. I'm happy that my son, who's had ADHD pretty bad. We got him on some medication for it, and it's really helped him out with a lot of things in his life.
Good.
And he's really kind of, I mean, he's only 4, and so it's not like he's up against the world, but just for his own, learning and growth, he has really taken a huge step forward since he's been medicated. So that's this episode is brought to you by medicating your children. No, I'm just kidding. No, but no, I'm happy for my family, and this is a good one, but I'm also happy for Habit Burger Bar, which is in Wilmington, Massachusetts. I love Habit. They're from Santa Barbara, which is where Psych is set. And I fucking love this place. And if anybody watches this and has a Habit near them, go and eat there. They make fresh food every day, and it's served fast. It's like a fast food burger, but it is so much better. It is elevated well beyond a shitty burger chain, and
they make it a habit of being the best.
They do. Fresh ingredients, baby.
You should get them to sponsor the Random Things podcast, Kevin.
If I could,
Not
I would.
a paid advertisement.
I don't think the 30 views per episode would really entice them. But if they give me just free food, I'd be happy with that. So
no comments today either. Sad.
Yep. Well, who knows?
Well, they're not awake yet over in Europe, so
that's true. That's where we're getting all our views.
They don't understand a fucking word we're saying because they don't speak English, but hey, they're watching it.
This is number 1 in Russia.
Hell yeah, it is.
No, they haven't gotten it yet. We're
Right.
gonna give them 10 years before they get to see this.
And the thing that I'm least thankful for, I have 2. One of them's very geeky, but I'm gonna do it because I can't fucking stand this shit. I see people on these news feeds that I'm on every fucking day, still toting that fucking Zack Snyder DC Universe fucking banner. And it makes me want to fucking rip my fucking eyes out every time I see these posts. These people are so fucking delusional. It's fucking over, bro. Henry Cavill's not coming back as Superman. Ben Affleck's not coming back as Batman. Those movies were despised by general audiences and fucking smashed by critics. They never brought in any of the money that they were supposed to. It's over. It's over. Yeah. And John Conn's now on the screen naked.
Yeah. That's a baby with no shirt on.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's my kid.
I'm not thankful for that, and I'm not thankful for whichever one of my neighbors let their dog take 2 massive fucking dumps on my front lawn.
Oh my god!
How do you know it's not a coyote?
I don't know. Maybe it could have been a coyote, but they were right beside each other, 2 massive dumps, and it was just driving me nuts. I found it, and I'm like, come on, pick up your dog.
I hate that. So, that is the worst thing of all time.
Yeah, I almost stepped in it because I cut across my lawn to get my trash barrels off the front of where the truck picked them up, and I saw, oh shit, and then I took a step sideways. And, more shit right there, and I had to. I was like, it's right behind both of my barrels, and I was furious. Oh. So, whoever it was in this neighborhood, know that I'm watching you. I put a micro SD card in that fucking doorbell thing I have, and I'm gonna catch you now. I'm on the case.
That's why, that scene in I Love You, Man, when Jason Segel doesn't pick up after his dog is absolutely hilarious because it's so frustrated.
He's in the wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's all I have. And yes. So does anyone else have any other Thanksgiving things they want to talk about?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, everybody out there in YouTube
what
land,
about the displacement of the Indians and how we forsake this deal?
Let's solve that. We'll solve that next week. We're gonna talk about whether or not we deserve this country. Well, for everybody here at the Random Things Podcast, thank you for whoever was going to tune into this video. Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you're listening to this on Spotify, please download and give us a like or whatever you do with a podcast. So
you share it, you like it, you tell everybody about it.
That's right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.